this is Sensation. I'm back here with another review. This time, I reviewed a few of my locomotives. I haven't reviewed all of them just because I just haven't had the time. I work, I go to college, so yeah. Anyway, but what we're going to be reviewing and unboxing is my Big Boy, and yes, she is in the box this time. This is a great. Just to get proportions here. This is my Class A box that I've got on top of the Big Boy box. This is for the Class A. This is for the Big Boy. In retrospect, they're not entirely different, but I guess Rivarossi wants to protect their engines more than probably them it does, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and unbox this sucker, shall we? Alright, so we pop open the lid. Nothing on the inside, but there's this on the other side. It's just Hornby 2358 DCC Sound, Union Pacific Heavy Steam Locomotive Big Boy 4884, pristine condition, row number 4017. Obviously with the barcode. It's an HO187 scale. Lay that across. We got the actually we got two instruction sheets here. One for the tender, one for the engine. This is just putting the handrails back on, and to take the shell off. If you need to take the shell off, which I'm never gonna. I don't want to ever take that shell off. So now we got this here, and oh well. It doesn't say. Oh, there we go. Well, no, this is just the for the front trucks, and this is for putting the motor in. Too many steps to put the motor in, and there's obviously a weight in the tender. Try to keep it weighted down. And then a lot of wheels there too. Yeah, so enough with that. Alright, so those are good. Need to keep these in case I ever need to repair the locomotive. These should be. Please read right through the instructions, paying particular attention to the safety notes. Oh boy. Running hints. The locomotive ceases to respond normally to the power control or runs badly. Check the following are in order. All electrical connections are correctly made and the wall power socket is switched on. Oh boy. They're really doing this so an idiot can do it. Power connecting clip is correctly inserted into a suitable section of track. As if an idiot didn't know how to run a train. All track sections are correctly. I found a misspell on their instructions. TTED. I don't know what that. I guess that correctly connected together and all. Okay. Yeah, they did a lot of misspells here. Alright then, well, whatever. That's the instruction sheet. You need to keep those too. Obviously, these are all of the DCC commands because this is a DCC with sound engine. These are all of the different kind of commands. There's a big sheet of paper that is, I'm going to keep that too with the locomotive in the box. It's got a nice layer of foam on, well, yeah, it's a decent layer of foam. I mean, really though, it's nothing compared to how much foam they got protecting the engine and the tender. Really, they got a lot. So I'll set that on top there. Now we can take a look inside the box. So with DCC and Sound, the tender's all safe and sound, and it's this kind of plasticky looking thing. And I have an extra set of wheels here. And yeah, this whole thing comes up. But we're not going to take it up because I don't want to go through that. So, so I guess first, that's an extra wheel set and extra parts too. That's Okay, yeah. Actually, some interesting facts. My Challenger locomotive, I might have said this in another video. My Challenger locomotive, when I went to a show and got it, it was the favorite of one of the people who was there for Rivarossi. Take the protective clear plastic cover off of it. And I'll take this off. And out comes the locomotive. I'll set it down right there. Close that back up, and then I'm going to slide it right back into its hard protective casing. Do the same thing with the tender. And then just simply slide the tender out of the case. Put it back over together, slide it, and easily slide that over. Put it back in the box. Get your foam. Put that back in. Get your instruction sheets because you don't want to lose those. So the best place for these is in the box. You always know where they are. Then top of the box back on. And where I put it, got all my boxes here. Most of my train boxes are right over here. They're right close. I don't have to go wandering around looking for them. So I think that's easier than having to. And always keep your boxes because you never know. You might want to move something. Okay, now the fun part comes, and that is connecting the wire that goes from the locomotive to the tender. Now this is only for a light though. And that's in. And you slide the drawbar back. You just hook it on the last one because I've got 18-degree curves. If you got wider curves, then you'll hook it light, then you'll hook it more forward. And then you just simply set it on the track. It's only a pain in the butt because there's so many wheels. And check, make sure everything's on the track. Okay, so we're good. Alright, now we can go more in depth. Now we can actually get closer to this thing. Okay, so now we're closer. Where's my pointer? Yeah, no, I don't need it. What's cool about this locomotive, and I mean, I did a few minutes of like kind of reviewing this. The sounds all come from the locomotive. So here, I'll take the tender off the track. And what I mean by this is I'm on the wrong engine. It's not on the track at all. It's sitting on the board. And you can miss it. Pick up the tender. Tender's over here by me. I wonder what happens when it goes into reverse. The light comes on. Alright, I'm going to shut it off now. Put the tender back on the track. Eventually I will take it back off again. I'll probably just review the whole thing as a whole. So what to look for in a Rivarossi locomotive? Well, I've got my other Rivarossi steam engine here with me. And that's this guy. That's my Challenger. Let's see, some things about my Challenger. Well, it's obviously a centipede tender as well, just like the Big Boy. I'm putting that down on the Lego track, only because the Lego's still here. That's a centipede tender. The motor is where it should be, in the middle here. And then it's also in the middle here on the Big Boy as well. I'm going to flip this one over, because I can easily do it. Right there. It's got two different drive lines. It's got one for the front drivers and one for the rear drivers. So technically, yeah, this is I guess it'd be a 12-wheel drive, I guess is what you would call it. I'm going to put it down back over here. Now this is also the same Challenger that I had replacement parts. You can probably tell if you have one like this. Normally they would have a one-hole pin on the back of the drawbar here. I've got an original one over here somewhere. That was a Big Boy one. This was the original one. As you can see, there is no drawbar on it. That's because it fell off. So what Rivarossi did, when I went there, while I got these parts for free. Now I got a spare piece here for it. Fortunately, though, this one did not run the way I wanted it to. So I contacted the guys at Rivarossi at Hornby Rivarossi. I said, "Hey, the part you sent me is defective," which this one is actually. Slightly defective. It'll still work as a. What is this one actually? Yeah, so it was this one. You can tell right there. This is burnt over here. I actually did take the drawbar off of that one. I've got a wheel around here somewhere. It's been. Oh yeah. Here, look at that. That was a wheel from the Challenger. That is burnt. That is done. There was no repairing that. I sent a picture of that to the guy, and he says, "Oh man, I don't know what happened there." It's like, neither do I, man. Neither do I, because I didn't do it. It came like that in the mail. So anyway, I'm enough about the Challenger locomotive. Even though it's a great puller. It'll pull surprisingly more than the Big Boy will, actually. Set the camera back down here. Move there. Out of the way. All right, now we're good. I've got a few Union Pacific locomotives, and I've got to say they're all great. And when I've got, so my first one was the Challenger. I've got to say the details on that were very good. That was my first articulated locomotive. Then I got a Big Boy at another show. That was 4005, which is what you remember seeing on my layout a few times. I had that. I pulled about 45 cars with that one, and it hauled the whole way around the layout without any help. So I was good with that. I said, all right. This one won't haul 45 cars, unfortunately. This one probably will only haul about, actually, the cars that I had that other Big Boy pull were unweighted. And the ones that this one will pull are weighted, so this one probably pulls about the same, actually. Anyway, so yeah, the pulling power is pretty good, even though it's only got one gear on it. Yeah, and I've had a few of these pieces here, these little plastic, rods that go in and out of the cylinder. I've had those pop out on me on this locomotive, only because of, I don't know why it did it, but it did. So it was a very easy fix for me. It's just pushing it back in, and getting it right, and running it a few inches, and then if it popped out again, pushing it back in, and then it would be set right, and then it would go. And I haven't had a problem since. I've only had it once. So I'm happy about that. It's got LED lights. The lights are great, are fantastic. I love the lights. The bell is just a bell Rivarossi's put on every single one of their locomotives. It swings back and forth. My Class A will do that too. But it's closer to the cab. And the Challenger is obviously up at the front, where the number boards are. This is a great Big Boy. A friend of mine, he's getting the MTH Big Boy. It's like 4015 or something. I don't know. He said he's going to remember it to like 4014 or whichever Big Boy there. Or no, he got 4013. Yeah, and he's just going to have to remember it to 4014. So that's all good. I don't want to remember mine. I don't need to. It's not required. I don't require it. I don't need to have 4014. As long as I got a Big Boy, I'm happy with it. Let's see. What am I going on? How long am I procrastinating? No. The only cars I've been able to pull though are the N&W coal cars, so it looks off pulling it. But what's great about the details on this locomotive is that it's tested water pressure, 210 pounds. So I like that. That's a real good job of Rivarossi. That's not on my Challenger at all. Any decals that are on my Challenger are just the Union Pacific 3967, the numbers, and whatever other numbers that are supposed to be on there. This is one of the newer run Big Boys, the one with LoK Sound, with DCC and LoK Sound, and it's got, let's see, 2013, I think? I don't remember. I'd have to look at the copyright date on the box. Yeah, 2013. So this was last year's run, which is okay. It's the same. It'll be the same no matter what. No matter what year you get. Obviously, if you get 1980s, it won't have LoK Sound in it. But that's what I had, and I still have. Yeah. Anyway, it's got nice wire handrails up here. They're not wire though. They are. Never mind. Because they're cold. So, yeah, that's really all. If you're gonna buy a Big Boy, and you're thinking, oh, I've got to buy the MTH one because it's got smoke coming out of the cylinders and whistle whenever you blow the whistle, and it's got a huge deep sound to it, and it'll pull like 100 and some on freight cars. Why is that needed, I ask? Why not just get a less expensive Big Boy? I only spent $410 on this one. This one was a great price. It was better than having to spend $600 to $800 on a Big Boy, and because I didn't want to have to spend that much. No, that just seemed outrageous. But because Rivarossi, no one really recognizes. Not a lot of people in the hobby recognize Rivarossi Hornby as a good company. A lot of people said, "Oh, they're the kind of cheap stuff." Well, this isn't cheap. This is not cheap. Even though it's made with plastic, it's still not. It's still not cheap. My Broadway Limited locomotive is made with plastic, but that weighs like 8 bajillion pounds more than this. My AC 6000 from Broadway Limited, that's made from plastic. And my Roundhouse, made by Athearn, that's made of metal. And that was only $80. $80. Well, that's only DC, but still. That was only $80, and it's got a full metal frame, metal chassis, and a metal shell. So I don't get why people spend like $1,000 on a Big Boy from MTH or Athearn Genesis when you can just go for have a little bit less pulling power and not as good quality as sound, like a deeper sound as MTH or Athearn Genesis, but you still get a Big Boy which can still pull enough cars to look decent, and it's still a Big Boy. A Big Boy is a Big Boy. I don't feel sorry. I don't know how to put it. I guess I'm confused more at why people would spend more money instead of going for Rivarossi. If people spent more money on Rivarossi engines and I'm saying Rivarossi. If you're watching this video, you've got my thumbs up on this Big Boy. And my Challenger from the 90s, that's still one of my best pulling engines. So, if you're watching this video, y'all did a great job. It doesn't have knuckle couplers. It's got horn hooks, but still, who cares? It'll still pull. Anywho, well, might as well start her up. Alright, unmute the settings. up. That's just lazy. Alright, we're all hooked up there. I'll let the engine go around and kind of follow it. These are sounds that I've got to press with the controller. So that sound you just heard, that's F10 if you have this locomotive. If you have it with LoK Sound, so I press F10, and that's what it does. And obviously the normal functions 1, 2, and 3, or 1 is bell, 2 is whistle, and 3 is coupler, so like on some locomotives. MTH, it's F3 is startup. So, speaking of which, I got a little bit of news. 1988, that's at MTH getting repaired. Last night, I managed to trade a locomotive, my Alco AB set, Southern Pacific, and these two cars you see down here for an MTH with DC and Sound number 1996, Southern Pacific Heritage Unit. Anyway, I'll do a full review on that one when it comes in the mail. And I'll do a full review on the 210-2 when it comes in the mail. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys later. We're going to watch this train go around now. Yeah. I'm going to do it in post. I'm clumsy. Don't rat me out. Coming across the bridge. Fun squeezing around corners. I'm in the frame, I know. guys, that's the Big Boy. Hope you enjoyed that video. Anyway, guys, see you later.